Hey guys, so again, I'm sorry that this video is a day late. Um, Again, I didn't get informed that I needed a sub, and I had a ghost hunt that I went to last night, and I didn't get home till really late, so it just wasn't going to work out. I'm starting my new job today, and I need to get some sleep, so I wasn't going to stay up and put a video out, so I'm doing it now, this morning before I go out. So, we are talking about Book of Shadows, and I have mine right here. My personal channel, I've put it on there one time, so it's fairly new. I have the goddess symbol with a rune that's supposed to be sacred to Frigg. This swirly design here. My horoscope, which I'm a Taurus, and my first and middle initial in German Gothic text. So, I use my Book of Shadows mostly for, I use it for a lot of things. I use it for a reference for different things, like the use of different herbs or the magical use for them and the medicinal use for them. I use it for information that I need to remember that just starting out, I'm trying to keep it all in my head, and like the Sabbats and everything like that. So just to give you, like I said, I just started this book, so I only recently got it, so there's not a whole lot of information in here right now, but you can see my blessing, which is all written in German Gothic text, which I plan on doing that just for certain spells and things like that I don't want people to be able to read offhand, but other things. This is going to be a tea leaf reading as soon as I get the picture of my teacup to put up there, but just like my tea leaf readings, I'll put in here, I have a dream journal, so I'm not going to put dreams in here, but certain meditations where I learned something that I think is really important that I need to write down, spells, just all that kind of stuff, just so I'm able to keep a decent amount of track of it, and track mostly progress, really, especially with spells, see if there are any mistakes. Here I have the animal healing spell, which I've posted on another video for you guys. That was for when Demo ate chicken bones. Here I've got herbal recipes for tinctures. This is a love potion one that someone gave me that was fun, so I thought I'd put it in there just for, to have and for reference. I have all the chakras in there with their information and how to clear them. Elemental tool information. You see all my herb stuff, which continues and will continue on this page. This was my meeting with Memphis, which is my spirit guide. So yeah, everyone's going to use their Book of Shadows in their own way. There's someone in my class right now who has decided that she doesn't want to use a Book of Shadows, which is totally up to her. It's her choice. I think that having a Book of Shadows is really useful, just in keeping information and tracking progress of certain things. Like if you do a tarot reading, at least to me, it would make sense to write it down for yourself. If you do it for yourself, it makes sense to write it down just so that you can go back to it later and use it as a reference for something. Even spells, writing them down. So if something goes wrong with your spell, you can go back and say, oh, this is where I messed up, and you can fix it. So I've seen a lot of people have them in binders, keep them more organized and everything. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know. There's just something about having a bound book that I just like better, and being able to handwrite everything. I know a lot of people put theirs like on their computer to electronically keep track of it and all that stuff. I don't know. There's just something I like about having a physical book to hold on to and to actually write down in. I don't know. Maybe if I have kids that plan on following a pagan path, I kind of like the idea of being able to turn to them at some point and hand them a book rather than to tell them go on the computer and look at it. or something of that nature. I don't know. And I feel like there's more power behind your words when you actually handwrite it next to typing it. Um, but again, it's personal preference. It's whatever works for you. Um, I guess if you're the kind of person that loses stuff really easily or something like that, I would probably keep mine on a computer. Um, or if you're really, OCD about keeping organized, I'd probably keep it in a binder then. So, but that's my book of shadows. Go ahead and leave video responses and show us yours. Um, Everyone on the Pagan's Perspective loves video responses. And we all know that if you're watching, you've got a channel. So show us your book of shadows. Even if you've already done a video in the past that shows people it, go ahead and just post that as your video response. Just, we like to see them. And I kind of like to see the individual people's book of shadows. It actually, I think, gives a lot of personality and tells a lot about you. I mean, nobody's going to have the same design on their book of shadows that I have. Whether you painted it yourself like I did on your book, or if you went out and bought a book that already had a design on it that just popped out to you and grabbed your attention, you really liked, it says something about your personality and tells us a little bit about you. So, video responses, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, give me the big thumbs up, and everybody else on the Pagan Perspectives videos, and we will see you guys next week. All right? So, bright and happy blessings.